welcome back to part 2, and today I finally made it to a place I've wanted to come to for a very long time. Welcome to Valencia. Wow. How many times do I say this? I'm speechless. The buildings are far bigger than I've seen by other photographers. Les Forrester, this brings to mind amazing photographs by Les of here. Very minimalist, something I don't think I could replicate or even want to. I love Leslie's photography, and I want to try and come here with an open mind and get something a little bit different today. Challenging because the compositions are set due to the symmetry and the surrounding buildings, but there's so much. I've just spent half an hour on a tiny little bridge where there's a winding staircase, all in grey and white concrete lines and shapes, with shadows and angles of shadow falling towards the camera. And one person walking down the stairs. I wanted to wait and get someone wearing all white or all black, but I've got to keep walking around here because there's so much to get in and see. And I've started at this end, and we're going to head what I call Felix the Cat, the very unique building at the far end, and everything else in between. Just playing around with contrast lights and the lines here, very minimalist. I'm trying to get one person in the frame, and as I'm talking to you, I'm missing these opportunities. So we're gonna have to leave the chat for a while. But look at this for a stage, incredible. So one person, that's all we need. One person, possibly wearing something different, contrasting, popping in the frame. I've switched lenses. I've gone from the 28mm to the 24 to 70. I'm not caring about the fact that it might be a bigger lens or people might be put off by it. Nonsense. No one cares here. Street photography here and in Malaga just felt natural. No one was bothered whatsoever. So I'm going to push things a little bit more today. Get more intimate, get closer. Right, let's get that one person. What a place. Just waiting around for people passing this open space with these lines. Incredible, just huge cavernous space giving way to these contrasts of lines and dynamic shapes with people just wandering through. Watch here. The effects of shadow and lines interacting is just beautiful, mesmerizing. Oh my God, I'm really mindful of the fact that I haven't moved more than 40 yards since I got here. It's 35 degrees, Scotcho, and I am melting. But wow. So we're gonna just have a walk and talk, take you around and take myself around. What am I on about? never been here before, and it's just this kind of experience that don't buy a new lens, don't buy a new camera, get on a boat, get on an aeroplane and travel for your photography, because this is just, see, it's not going to be a very good vlog this, because I haven't got any words really, apart from wow, incredible, awesome. But yeah, don't buy a camera, don't buy a lens, buy an airplane ticket, go on a cruise and shoot, shoot, shoot. And this is the thing, I feel that if there's anything that's presenting itself, instead of thinking, nah, I'll walk away from this, don't walk away, because it might be the only time you get to come here and shoot here. And as you can see behind me, although, there you go, look at that. Look at what, you might ask. I don't know myself, it just looks really interesting, and the symmetry and the lines and the way it, the forms, almost insect-like. I don't think 24mm's good here. So if you are coming here, make sure you've got a wide angle lens. I'm using the iPhone 13 Pro and a wide angle a lot for these kind of places and shots. But you really do need a 16mm on your camera. But don't buy one. Get your train tickets, get your airport tickets, get your cruise booked and get out here without a wide angle. It makes no difference. I'm just being a typical photographer and always wanting more. Look at this. Incredible. There's people riding around on go-karts as well. You can just pick up a go-kart and just ride around the whole complex. Ah, wow. Say that again. So I've just stood here and got the classic composition. I had to wait for people because my 6 to 9 stop in this bright light, I just needed a little extra time. I was only getting 4 to 6 seconds and that was pushing it right to the edge of the raw file, as in you have a little bit of leeway on the histogram with the highlights, but it isn't a great deal and I was pushing it quite fast, so I had to wait. I think a 5-second exposure got it eventually, but wow, armadillo head, incredible. Right, we're going to walk up to what I call Felix the cat now. We've had a security guard following me, but he's not said anything, so I shall continue. Really enjoyed photographing that. It just centre, nothing complex. Oh, look at this. The architecture is just outstanding. The work that's gone into these buildings is just something else. Incredible. Look at this dome. I've not even been inside yet. I'm just walking through these structures. Oh, what? So like I've said earlier on in the video, the images I've seen from here don't really give you an idea of scale, I feel. I didn't realise they was this big. They're huge structures, towering way above your head with such beautiful shadows and lines on the floor around me. Seriously, This is going to be a place I'm coming back to, because I've only got a couple of hours or so today, and that's nowhere near enough to get something classic, you know. I think you've got to go up on the gangway. Yeah, I can see the stairs. Right, let's head over to Felix the cat. Ant head in the bag, I think. I've got to get in the shade. Cut. Sithee. Right, so I've been here now for about half an hour, waiting for like this. No one, no people. But above me is an echo, like an echo chamber that goes from one side of the building to the other. And I've been having a conversation with 3 people I haven't even met in 2 different languages. Right, look, one person, if they keep moving, 2 more people. So what am I doing? I'm on 5 seconds, 9 stop, F22, ISO 64. This could be the one. No, someone's walked straight in front of the camera. To be fair, they can't see me here. I'm behind this rather large structure. There we go. And this is working like an echo chamber all the way across the building, over the dome and down to the other side. That's the setup. Little tripod. Long exposure and eliminate the people. Wish me luck. I've got 3 people in shot and 2 people walking in. If they keep moving, this could be the one. Can you hear that? There's no one here. The voices are coming from the other side of the building. Incredible. Here we go. 2 people. Oh, she stopped. Oh, I've been here now for about 30 minutes trying to get this just complete. No people. Why I've thought this is a good idea, I do not know. So the 9 stops should remove people in the frame if they don't stop moving. Right, this is it. Come on, 5-second exposure. Come on. It's done. There's one person on the edge. This is it, this is it, this is it. There's only one person and they're still moving. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, we've got the shot. So from this side, it's not as clean as the other side. You've got the other buildings jumping out the back and the bridge, and it's messy. And what I've been calling Felix the cat, we've got to go up on the bridge to get the shot, I think. Let's go and have a look. We'll walk to the front of the building first and have a look and see the angles, but it's too wide. We need to get on the bridge and shoot straight across. We're headed up onto the bridge and I think it's refreshment time. Oh wow. I think I need a bit of sun cream on the old Legarunos. What am I on about? I am definitely losing the plot. Malaga was amazing, by the way. I would quite happily live in Malaga, apart from the lack of trees. Lots of mountains, beautiful, just beautiful place. I can see why Picasso, I can see he was born there, and I can see the vibrancy, colours, and his way came from that place, most definitely jumped into his soul. But today, Valencia, I am stumped actually, because These are scenes and buildings that I've dreamt about, that I've wanted to come to for so long. And no one else wanted to come with me today, the rest of the family. Not saying that's a bonus, but 2 kids and my lovely wife who puts up with me, and my in-laws who have been quite amazing really, to bring us on this magnificent journey. No more gear. I'll say it again. I'm saving up for my next location, which is Berlin actually. I want to go to Berlin. I'd love to do some street photography in Berlin. Street photography. Should we just call it photography? Yeah. All right, I'm predominantly a landscape photographer, and if any of you know anything about me, I started doing street photography when I was at university. Didn't really have the gear or the know-how back then. I was shit, basically. But over time, I fell in love with the landscape, and that was when I really started getting into this. Possibly 2010, 12, I got a Pentax camera. You all know this anyway, but today and this holiday has rekindled the idea of getting out in architecture and shooting buildings and people and shadows and light, and I'm smitten. So we've got to carry on now. The channel's not going to change, but I hope you'll stick with me and enjoy what I do within our concrete landscape. Let's get up this bridge. Sithee. Oh God, what am I doing? I don't even think this is the place for the shot. Why do I do this? I hate heights. Right, let's stick roadside. I'm not going near the edge. At least the traffic's quieting down a bit. It was absolutely bonkers before. I wonder if I need to be the other side of the building. You're all shouting out now, Mali, you're in the wrong place, mate. It looks good to me. We'll have a go at this. Wow, this is it. A couple of traffic lights. Ooh. And that's the centre. Oh, why? You know, you've got all this art and amazing architecture, and then council comes along and sticks 2 lampposts where that look shocking. They could have done away with them. Seriously, the worst lampposts you could possibly wish for. And knowing my luck as it is, I've just saw on the other side and a little bit on this side scaffolding. Bugger. Right, I'm brunning. I'm brunning. If you don't know what brunning means, I am burning, baby. I'm on fire. Let's go. Let's get the shot. I'll see you down below. Done some shots like that. Just cutting off all this road clutter and mess. Leave out what you don't need. Keep in what you want. Right. This is a huge city. I can see another quite amazing architectural form in front of me. It's down the street, and there's one behind me. But we're going to stick to the complex. I'm going to have to think of a name for this one. Mali does Malaga. It's a bit more than that. I'm heading to the backside now of this incredible building. The Arts Centre of Valencia did not disappoint. In fact, it's had me completely stumped and lost for words. I don't know if I've done it justice. I don't know if the shots will be what I'd hoped for. And there's a lot of people I look up to. Jim Scott, incredible photographer, has been here doing his style of long exposures and minimalist photography. And as I've said earlier, Les Forrester, he's a legend, is Les. I met him at Simon and Joe Cornish exhibition at Danby, and he didn't disappoint. They say you shouldn't meet your heroes. Les was wonderful, as his photography is. Go check him out. Right, he won't like that, me blowing smoke up his arse, but I don't care. I love it. I love it. Right, look at this. Look at this. So I'm not done, but me and you are, because I want to just take another lap. When sun's shining and it's 35, 36 degrees, stand near a giant mirror. That's the sensible thing not to do. I think I said in the last part of the video, I don't know if this is going to be a 2-part, 3-part, or just going to lump all the best bits together and a shit ton of photography at the end. Yeah, I've took quite a few shots. So for me, Mali photography in front of a big mirror in 35 degrees in Valencia with possible sunstroke, dehydration, and don't know where my ship is. You may never see this video again. There's only one thing left to say, and that's Sithee. Aye, if I get back. Les Arts.